viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome back to Single Racer. Now this was supposed to be a whole dedicated video to the channel Unknown Siseneg, and in it I was going to show some of the mod cars you could download from the channel. But I've decided to scrap that idea out of just sheer frustration, and it's a little bit because of the fact that at the moment it's nothing against the Unknown Siseneg channel, but he wants to create a dedicated server for future racing. But in the meantime, he keeps updating the cars, as an example, the mods that go with the track when you go into Assetto Corsa. And so for 3 weeks in a row, 3 times in my attempts, the server wouldn't load because there was a missing car. Now, if you're just a racer and want to be part of this server, it's a high-end server. Unknown Siseneg is a fantastic driver, and I put 2 channels together. You've got Viper Concept here as well, and Unknown Siseneg, and they're both very high-end drivers. I personally would call them aliens, along very similar to Alex over at Extra Mile. Very, very skilled drivers. But because he's updating the server all the time, it means that quite often you can't get into the server unless you have the appropriate cars. Now, Unknown, if you do end up watching this, my suggestion would be maybe to consider doing a Windows update kind of thing, where maybe like if you had once a month on a particular day or date, you said, okay, here's the new cars and here's what I've changed for the server. But just for the fact that I wanted to show off the server and couldn't get in again, I just got a bit frustrated. But again, it's nothing against Unknown Siseneg. It's more about me being a creator and having to find my own time to record these types of videos. That's all. And so my goal was actually twofold. One, to show you a group of mods that you might be interested in. And again, these are very high class, quality, high performance car mods, and I would only recommend them if you have a certain skill level already, because they're very can be difficult to drive. Or the main reason truthfully that I wanted to suggest it was I feel that most of my subscribers probably already know Unknown Siseneg or the Unknown Siseneg channel. But just in case there's 2 or 3 that have never come across it before, I figured that was more than enough. You know, I really enjoy this sim racing community. So if there's any one of my subscribers or even just random viewers that have never heard of the channel before, I highly recommend subscribing to him. And that was the main reason for doing the video, was just if there was just even just 2 or 3 more subscribers, then that would be great. And so what I'll do instead is I'll feature a different group of new cars and a fantastic new track. But let me just skim over what I wanted to show you in regards to the Unknown channel. Now, if you click on the videos, every so often he does this server update here. And that's what was frustrating me, is every time there's an update, these are the cars that are in the online servers, but you need those cars to get into the server. So every time he updates it, you need to update the cars, of course. So if you're just a sim racer and want really high quality racing down the track, he wants to do a few more servers, as you can read here. That's why I've paused it. And so you might not mind that constant updating, whereas for me, needing the time to make videos, of course, it's a little bit frustrating. So I just wanted to show that off. And underneath the video, he has the required mods here that you need to join this server. And also you can join the Steam group that he's created and he wants to do down the track. It's not starting now, that although you might find a driver in there every now and then, but it's essentially empty because he's just setting it up. But you know, you could race in the future with some high quality drivers if that's what you're interested in. So to get these mods, and mind you, the point I want to make is you don't have to join the server to do this. That's partly why I wanted to show you this. But all you have to do is go to whatever is the most current server update by Unknown, and then click on the required mods, and you're taken to this page where you can download all of them, or individual cars that you might not have. And all you have to do that is hold your control key down and then just tag the ones you particularly want. Now, you can't see the cars very well here, but here is the most current list of cars that are featured on this download page. And then all you have to do is right click the page and go download, and whatever cars you have highlighted will be zipped together, and then you can have access to these brilliant cars. And my personal three favourites, there's three, is the Ferrari TDF, which I did a video on the Nordschleifer. The Ferrari F50 is an awesome car, but it's a little bit tough for me to handle. It's a bit above my pay grade. And there's one here, I won't try and find it, but it's the manual version of the Porsche. Outstanding car, but again, very on the edge as far as trying to control it. So that's what I mean. These are high-end cars, so if you've got the skill, or you just want to give them a drive, you know, you don't necessarily have to have the skill, but just take them out for a drive and give them a test run. So let me now show you something else where you can get some nice mods from. Okay viewers, so now we're inside the SRS or Sim Racing System app, and you can download this and join for online races, and that's your choice. You don't have to do it, of course, but I was in there on this particular occasion doing a race. And what happened was, if you don't have the content, meaning either a particular car or particular track, it will warn you here and say content missing. But someone, and you know, this is just a rumour on my part, this is what I believe, but someone has kindly put together a whole list, meaning that when you see that content missing sign, then you go up to here with your mouse where it says downloads required, and you go to this page and you have all the required cars and tracks that you need to do the complete sim racing system, you know, just to make sure you've got all the content so you don't get that missing content sign. So what I want to feature here is some incredible cars, and it's a group of 3 cars, and it's this one here, the ORECA FLM09 LMPC group, and there's 3 cars including the ORECA and 2 Corvette cars that are sensational. But what I want to show them off on, okay viewers, well, I'm a little bit stumped now, because I was going to show you this brilliant track called Aviano, and it comes in 3 flavours or 3 different layouts of the track, and I was going to show you the link on Race Department, and also the ORECA cars, the set of 3 cars which are also on Race Department, but for some reason the site seems to be down today, so I've come a cropper here. But I thought it was because I'm an old school and I use Internet Explorer, but for some reason Google is doing the same thing. So for whatever reason the site is down. I hope it's not that. There it is. I hope it's not a thing that happened to Oculus with the particular script or whatever it was called being out of date. So I hope that hasn't affected Race Department. For whatever reason, I can't show you that. So I'll have the links in the description, providing they're available. But for now, this is Michael signing out because I can't be reached anymore. And this is Michael signing out for Single Racer. I'll catch you next time. See you later, and let's go racing. Okay folks, so now let me give you a running commentary of the last lap of this incredible track. Now the first and last corner are really difficult, but the rest of the track is free flowing. So come out wide and change down to second. You feel like you can go so much faster, but you just can't. Now we get onto the flowing section of the track, and it's really just lifting off on the accelerator at both different points. Here's my shallow line that I always like to take down to fourth. I haven't quite unlocked this corner, but down to second gear. Take it as nice and tight as you can, but the car got a bit in the way. But here's my favourite bit now. It's a flowing double apex corner. Change down to one gear, cut a tight line, watch out for that car. Beautiful flowing corner, and I mucked that up because I couldn't run wide. But if you've got the balls, change up to the next gear and fly through this. Now down to third for another double apex. This is a bit tighter. Awesome track. Come out wide and run it in. You have to lift off a little bit here, just so you don't run off, and look at those beautiful mountains. And now we come to the hard corner onto the straight, where you just have to wait. It's just one of those horrible corners. Wait, and now plant the foot. Absolutely incredible. What a fantastic track. What a fantastic group of mods. And that was just awesome.